who run a nonprofit say they may sue Fifth Third Bank because the bank is not reimbursing them for fraudulent checks written on their accounts.
And those checks add up to about $50,000. As Local 12's David Winter shows us now, it's just a drop in the bucket when it comes to scams and fraudulent checks.
The National Bowling Association began 80 years ago, created so African Americans would have the ability to bowl at a time when they were not permitted in bowling alleys. For nearly half that time, Annette Samuel Triggs has been the treasurer.
It's just horrible. With my 32 years with the association, I've never seen us in this financial situation.
The TNBA is in dire financial straits due to a string of fraudulent checks written late last year, $50,000 worth. When the national tournament director, Debbie Lewis, approached her banker, he said there was nothing he could do because when she opened the account, she signed up for positive pay, which gave Debbie the responsibility to check the account daily to okay checks as they came in.
You know, the guy was like, there's nothing we can do. But the higher up told us they're not going to make any kind of restitution, and that's it. You're up $50,000.
When we did a story on this in October, Fifth Third told us it goes to great lengths to protect our customers, and it is actively reviewing the case. That review just ended when the TNBA received this letter. Our records indicate that you were enrolled in positive pay, and because the TNBA did not reject the checks when they came in, the bank concluded we have found no error in the checks that have posted to your account. Debbie admits she did not use positive pay, but says the bank never trained her on it.
You offer me the security that if I put my money in the bank, that it will be taken care of. If I put my money in the bank, you're going to make sure that it's safe.
The Comptroller of Currency is the federal agency that regulates national banks. It told us banks are generally required to reimburse customers for forged checks unless your actions contributed to the making of the forgery or allowed the checks to be paid, in which case you may be at least partially liable.
So what are you going to do now?
Well, that's a good question, but we are taking the funds out of Fifth Third, and we're moving it somewhere else.
Annette says she is considering a lawsuit.
Are you going to make it?
We're going to make it. We'll make it. We've always come out of it. We'll come out of this again, too.
David Winter, Local 12 News.
In a statement late today, Fifth Third told us, quote, "We do not comment on specific customer incidents," but went on to say, quote, "We have thoroughly reviewed this case and communicated our findings with the customer." Now, the TNBA was able to recoup about $10,000 of its loss from its insurance company. The FTC reports consumers lose $28 million a year due to fraudulent checks.